Alright guys, so some updates. For our internet, we use Nomad internet and they have sucked. Twice our SIM cards have not worked and we've had to order new ones. So we went to AT&T and talked to them because we get full bars of AT&T service out here. So we wanted to see what we could do. So we talked to AT&T and what we got was business plan hotspot that supposedly works off of the phone signal Wi-Fi for AT&T. So we went on maybe Tuesday and it's already, they shipped it to our house. It should be in our mailbox and we're gonna go in to set that up today and hopefully that works. And then our solar last night just turned off. Like all the lights turned off, all the power went off and it said the battery was low. And it said we had 49 volts in the battery, but 0 amps. So we're not really sure what happened. We're waiting to get a call back from Unbound Solar to see if our settings are wrong or what happened. Today we are doing, I'm gonna finish up the drywall in here. So we have most of it hung. We just need to hang this side of the wall. And I'm currently taping it and then I'm gonna mud and sand so that we can get the bathroom painted. Took our first bath last night. It was amazing. I washed my hair. I feel completely rejuvenated. That was our first shower bath since we got here. So over a week. So it felt so good to get clean, which is awesome. We have hot water and we have good pressure and it's just amazing. All right, so we just went in town to the AT&T store because our box came and we got it set up. So now I'm gonna test it and see if it'll upload a YouTube video. Wish me luck. Don't think the upload for the internet is gonna do it for us. So I think I'm gonna schedule them out ahead of time and upload them all when I go in town. Something, I don't know, I'll figure it out. Yesterday we went and got our internet. Don't think it's gonna work, so I'm in town now to try to upload a YouTube video at the local coffee shop. At noon, we have an appointment with the solar people on the phone to try to get our solar figured out. Because on drywall, we're trying to get everything ready because Dylan goes back to work on Monday. And so we need to have everything in place so that he's not stressed out for work. All right, so we just talked to solar guy for like an hour and a half. And we went through everything. So our solar has been turning off. The last 2 nights it turned off automatically because it's low battery, it said. Originally, I didn't know how to read it. Our controller panels would turn off at 48 volts when the battery hit 48 volts. So that means the battery's out. So we were running out of power every night. And the issue is the weather. So it's all just, we haven't had a sunny day all week, really. We had 1 sunny day since we've been here. So he said to just watch it on a sunny day, make sure it does what it's supposed to, which now we know and we understand. He taught us a lot, and then we are going to hook up our generator to charge our battery. So, not great news. Not great news, but it's fine. It's winter. It is what it is. Okay, so we went into Lowe's and we got a plug-in for our generator. It's already hooked up. Here's what the sky looks like. We're only getting 300 watts from all 12 of our 300 watt solar panels. And so obviously there's no breakage in the clouds. There's no sun. Even the guy on the phone said that he expected us to get more than we're getting, but everything is correct. Everything looks correct. We're just getting very low wattage. So these must be some thick clouds. So now we have the wire ran for the generator. Like I said, it's already hooked up to the inverter. So this is the wire that we need to hook up this plug to. We only have a 120 amp generator right now, which isn't ideal. We should have a bigger one, but it will work for the time being. So we're gonna hook this up, run it through the wall, plug the generator in, turn the generator on, and that will charge our battery for tonight. And tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny.
What size is it?
So it's nice that we can have the generator back up to charge our battery. It's obviously not ideal, but it's what we're dealing with. We've literally only had 1 day of sun since we moved in. It's probably been like maybe 10 days now that we've been here. It's Friday. So at least we understand it better and we will know how to do everything now. All right, we're setting up our Berkey, filling it with our water. This is what our water looks like when it comes out of after our first 2 filters, but this will just be for drinking water. Okay, so last night it was 23 degrees outside, so we aren't sure about if the water is buried deep enough outside to not freeze, and so we kept the water with a slow drip all night to ensure that it cannot freeze. As long as the water is moving, it won't freeze, they say on the internet. So our slow drip filled up this bucket, and we have a little bit in the bottom. So this is what it looks like out there. Still cloudy, but definitely some sun shining through. So yesterday around 2:30, our watts in was only 300 for all 12 panels. So we have 12 300 watt panels. So we should be getting a ton of wattage. So now it's really early in the morning. It's like 9:30, and we already have 99 volts in and 460 watts. The kilowatt hours is the roundup of the full day of sunlight. So we've had 0.2 kilowatts since the sun started shining this morning. This is where our battery's at, 54.0 volts, and we don't want it to go below 50 volts basically. And these are our amps coming in. So what was happening before is that the low battery cutout was set at 48 volts, which that is supposed to happen because that means our battery is completely drained. So now it's set at 48.8 volts, so it can't go below 48.8. And once it gets down to 50 or 51, it starts draining really quickly. So we want to keep it obviously as high as possible. And then this bulk, it goes through bulk at the beginning, and then it will say absorb, and then at the end it will say float. Last night we hooked up the generator for probably like 3 or 4 hours, and it fully charged our battery so that we were set into the night with a full battery, and just kept the fridge going overnight. And so this morning we have 54, which is great. So we went for a hike this morning, and then we went to Walmart to get some things we needed, including our trash cans. We're gonna try to recycle as much as we can, so we have trash and then glass and plastic. This is the dog's food. I put their bowls down there for now. And then I got a drying rack because I didn't have one, with a little mat to do the dishes. And then the Steelers playoff game is tonight, so we're gonna beat the Browns, and we got food to make. We're gonna make buffalo chicken dip and just like frozen appetizers for fun, you know? And then we just cleaned up, so we cleared off the table because Dylan works tomorrow. It's been super cold at night. All of these windows, we didn't replace any of them, so they're all really old windows, so they obviously let in a lot of cold air. These front ones are double pane, so you think they'll work well, but it's just a lot of windows in here, so it can get really cold at night. So we found our old curtains, and I just nailed them up above these windows over here. So these are just nailed up for now because it's been so cold. We cleared off the table so Dylan can work there tomorrow, and then we went through and dusted off all of this stuff. Tried to organize everything, so we have our wood here, fire stove obviously, and then just trying to get organized. And then we got some wood from down below, some dry wood from down below, that's super dry and good for burning. Then I have all of my planters here for eventually when I get all my plants going. We have our cardboard to be burned. We started our compost pile. Dylan's wood chopping station. So we set up our Berkey yesterday, and you're supposed to test it by putting red dye down it and see if it comes out clean. So we'll see. Pretty clear, I'd say. Okay, so I hung the last little piece of drywall right here, and if you've ever done drywall, you know it's just the worst thing ever. But once you get started and once you know how to do it, then it gets a little easier. But I'm not a perfectionist by any means, so good is good enough for me usually. So now that I have all the drywall hung, I'm going to go through and tape it, and then I'm going to mud it. And then once you mud it, you sand it, and then you usually mud it again, and then you sand it and you mud it again until it's as smooth as you'd like. So I've already painted this back wall because my mom sanded and mudded it, and she's way better at it than us. So as you can see, so this is the tape underneath and the mud on top, and see how like sometimes it's somewhat textured because the walls aren't even. We're working around a lot of stuff here, so I'll just get it as smooth as possible and then I'll paint it. So, some things that you really won't notice is like in the corners, it's not done very well, but no one really notices those things. And if they do, then they probably won't say anything. And if they do say something, they don't need to be in your house. Alright, I just finished up most of over here. This is the second coat on this wall, but the first coat on this wall, I don't know how to do a corner like this. I should have YouTubed it first, I think. On this side, I put the tape up to the crack, and on this side, I laid the tape over both edges. Not really sure. We'll see. So this side we did the other day, and I'm going to go through and sand it with our sanding block, which just looks like this. I'm going to sand it, then I'm going to go back over and put some more on. So here's the drywall so far. So this will be painted white, and this will be painted white, and then we're going to put shelves here. So it'll be mostly hidden. You're not going to be able to really see it. That needs drywalled up there. I don't know where to even start with that. We need to cut off these pieces. It's just scabbed together. And then here will actually be the lawn, like a stack washer dryer. So you're not going to see this either, but I'm going to sand it and paint it again. Once that mud is dry, this will be in a cabinet. So basically this whole side over here will be like a cabinet. It'll be hidden. And then in this side, I just mudded it more, and then I will finish painting it. And then down here, this will be a cabinet also, so that we can get into it to turn the water on and off and mess with the washer and dryer. And then I think I'm going to do like a shelf around the outside to hide this propane. Here's this side, also mudded. And then I think we're going to do like a sliding door of some sort. Not really sure yet. We're going to have to figure that out. So we have this huge cabinet back here that we actually found in the cabin when we came. And I'd originally planned to put a clothes holder in it, clothes rack up here, but as soon as I went to install it, I realized a hanger is too big in this small space. So it had all these shelves. I think there was like 6 shelves, 5 or 6 shelves already in it. And so I need to go get a shelf rack to put back on it, I think. The good thing is though, I think that will hold actually a ton of clothes because these are, it's 4 baskets of my clothes, and that's most of my clothes already that we have here. We have a lot still in storage, but if we did shelves as tall as these, then we could get like 3 or 4 rows of clothes, which would be a ton, plus the bottom. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. I am going to try to get out a couple videos a week. We'll start at like 2 videos a week, maybe, but I'm gonna try to just record anything fun I'm doing, any new projects. We're gonna get chickens eventually. I'm gonna build a little greenhouse on the side of the house for this spring. We're gonna start our plants. We're gonna get our garden going. I have to paint the bathroom and do a lot of other little things. So comment down below whether you would like, do you want a video to be a full project or just like how they are now? It's just a bunch of things put together, basically how our life is. The thing with doing just separate projects is a lot of things take time. So like drywalling the bathroom still needs painted. Everything takes a couple days. So I think the only way I can get out videos really quickly is by this vlog style where I'm just recording what I'm doing in a day and getting them out to you guys. I know you guys want to see sourdough videos and recipes and things like that, but if you have any other ideas, comment down below. I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can about the different things we're doing. Today is Monday, so tomorrow will be 2 weeks that we have been living here, which is so exciting. We've got a lot done. We have lots going on, lots to look forward to, and I finally feel settled in. We have warm water, we have electricity, and we know how it works. And everything else. So I'm feeling really confident and excited for what's to come. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do. I really appreciate it. And again, if you have any ideas or suggestions or comments or feedback, please leave it down below. I'm open to anything and everything. And also, if there's anything you'd like to see more of or less of, let a girl know. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful whatever day it is.